You're watching KOMO News.
Right now on KOMO News at 3:30, thousands of soccer fans flood Seattle as Team USA prepares to take the pitch once again. Just look at that right there. Kickoff against Belgium takes place tonight at 5 p.m. at Lumen Field, a.k.a. Seattle Stadium. Good afternoon, I'm Steve Solis.
And I'm Kelly Koopmans. That is a crowd. People rooting for both sides can be seen anywhere you go downtown, and it's going to be like that for hours to come. From marching through the streets to players on the field, we have crews all over town getting in on today's pregame action with a look at what is to come. KOMO's Molly Shen is spearheading our team coverage right now live from Pier 62. What a crowd, Molly.
Oh, Kelly and Steve, it is an incredible crowd here down on the waterfront. I can't imagine being in a better place. Okay, maybe inside the stadium would be a better place, but this is only second to that. Take a look at this huge crowd that is gathered here 90 minutes before kickoff, and we are packed here on Pier 62, and the crowd stretches all the way across the street, down Alaskan Way, up on balconies of the buildings around here, and up the stairs towards the aquarium. And everyone here is gathered to see this historic match today. Today's match, of course, is between Team USA and Belgium. It is a historic one. For the first time in 24 years, the U.S. men's national team can punch its ticket to the FIFA World Cup quarterfinals, and they are favored to do so. Kickoff for this evening's game is coming up at 5 p.m. So that only means you can expect this crowd to grow throughout our newscast. But I'm guessing it's nothing compared to the march to the stadium. KOMO senior reporter Chris Daniels joined those fans, and I want to check in with him now. Chris, I can barely hear you. What is it like to be out there with that crowd?
Molly, I can juggle and talk at the same time or something like that. Here we go. There we go. All right, the march to the match now underway here for about a half hour. The American Outlaws have everybody revved up, and you can see a few thousand of my friends, including my new friend from Issaquah, that has come here just for this march. Again, tell me your name and why you came here for this
Robin Kelly, and we came just to show our spirit for the U.S. and to welcome everyone from around the world that's come. Seattle's done an amazing job, and it couldn't be more welcoming.
Can you describe this scene as we've walked here? Continue to walk with me.
Sure.
The scene that you see here in the streets, I think it's rare, it's unique in Seattle history.
It's incredible. All of these people are together for one reason, and they're happy, and they're here hours ahead of time because they want to be a part of the crowd. They want to be part of the energy. You can't feel this at home watching it.
And as somebody who's lived here for a long time, I think you could agree, like, the world is going to see Seattle on an 80-degree blue sky day. Any way to say what this means for the region, for the city of Seattle, to have a day like this one?
Well, whoever planned it did a great job. But I think it shows who we are and what we believe in and how beautiful it is. If you've not been here, there are all kinds of misconceptions about this area. So this shows our best. We're putting our best foot forward.
Robin, thank you so much. A beautiful day in the city of Seattle for all of us to share. And as we make the turn here to Lumen Field, or Seattle Stadium as the FIFA wants us to call it, that's where my good friend Nico Tamurian is standing by with more about the big rescinded red card. Nico.
How's it going, my friend? Yeah, that is certainly the story that sent shockwaves through the entire sports world and completely changed the complexion of this match. When you think about it this way, I think that Team USA was already a slight favorite and would have beaten Belgium regardless, but Valerian Balogun is back, and that is everything to this United States team ahead of this historic match. Now, when you think about how the team found out, it was yesterday at practice. They were on the team bus. They found out, like many of you did, on social media. How crazy is that? After all, Balogun is Team USA's leading goal scorer. He was the player of the match in 2 of their wins so far, but it's everything else Flo does that makes him so dangerous. This makes Team USA's starting 11 complete, a group that, by the way, when intact, is undefeated in this FIFA World Cup, so this is huge. While not entirely unprecedented, FIFA in this World Cup has rescinded or suspended the red cards of star players like Cristiano Ronaldo of Portugal. Given the nature of Balogun's penalty, his teammates say absolutely it was the right call.
I think a lot of people would agree. Like, the foul, obviously, it was what it was. It was harsh. It was harsh. There's no doubt about it. So, like, to have him back, we're just excited. We're excited to have him. He's obviously just a big part of this team and a great energy around the squad.
Now, the Belgians, for their part, are, quote, astonished by FIFA's decision. They released a statement saying, in part, quote, in order to safeguard the legitimate rights of all participating teams and to protect the fundamental principles of fair play in our sport, both at this FIFA World Cup and at future editions of the tournament, the RBFA is investigating all potential options. So this is the sort of thing that maybe hangs over this match a little bit, right? Especially if you're a fan of Belgium, saying, hey, how to get back into it? But I'm going to say a lot of people here in America say it's a wrong that was done right. And any way you look at it, Balogun, with 3 goals in this FIFA World Cup, will be on the pitch tonight in the biggest match in United States soccer history, and we get to watch it right here in Seattle, Washington. How cool is that? Right now, live outside Seattle Stadium, Nico Tamuri and KOMO Sports.
It is so exciting to see it, Nico, and of course, depending on how things turn out, there will be just even more scrutiny on it. We did hear from FIFA's president today. Gianni Infantino sent us a statement addressing the speculation that the lifting of that red card was influenced by politics. That statement reads in part, FIFA's judicial bodies are independent. They operate autonomously, apply the FIFA disciplinary code, and decide cases based on the applicable regulations and the specific facts before them. Their independence is essential to the credibility and integrity of football, and this must always be respected. Now, Infantino did acknowledge that he discussed this with President Trump, but said he explained to Trump that there was an ongoing legal process involving FIFA's independent judicial bodies. All right, let's talk about what is at stake tonight. The winner of this game will advance to the quarterfinals and play Spain, who we just saw win a short time ago. For the U.S., a win would secure their first quarterfinal berth since 2002. It's been a long wait. That quarterfinal game would be in Los Angeles coming up at noon on Friday. All right, let's check our KOMO Pulse poll now this afternoon, and we've got a QR code you can scan to participate as we ask, what's your overall opinion of the World Cup in Seattle heading into this final match? You can see the majority of people at 75% say it's better than I expected. 19% say about what I expected. 6% say worse than I expected. I'm pretty sure that the crowd around me now would chime in as better than expected, or maybe just what I expected if they had high hopes for a fantastic tournament, because things really are going well here, and it's a big party down at the waterfront. I want to check in with meteorologist Shannon O'Donnell for the game time forecast, not just for those at the stadium, Shan, but all of us standing out here.
Yeah, all of you standing out there in the sparkling Emerald City sunshine, Molly. We are talking about beautiful conditions out there, warming up a lot like what we saw in the beginning of our World Cup matches here in downtown Seattle. Back into that warmth, 82 degrees, perfection on the pitch, albeit a little on the toastier side than we've seen of late. Winds are light and northerly at 5 to 15 miles per hour. And again, it's a gorgeous day. A little bit on the hazier side, though. Air quality in some locations slipping down to moderate post some of the smoke that we had forming here around the Puget Sound Basin over the 4th of July. Overall, though, you can see clear skies here in the interior and temperatures warming up, mainly in the low 80s here in the urban core, including in downtown Seattle. So going forward, we're going to hang on to the 80s for several more hours, dropping back into the 70s after dark. Hopefully at that point, it is celebration time. I'll have the forecast for the next week to come in just a couple of minutes.
All right, Shannon, thank you. In the meantime, back out here live on the waterfront where our watch party is growing by the minute, and that's happening everywhere, including in Pioneer Square. It is a sea of red, white, and blue, people grabbing their snacks, their drinks, and trying to stake out that spot right in front of the big screen. KOMO's Jeremy Harris is live with all those fans in Pioneer Square. I know that they are wild out there too, Jeremy, and I hear you even found some people painted head to toe.
Oh, absolutely. It sounds like it's much the same where you are as we are here. You're looking live in Pioneer Square right now. You can see it is just at a fever pitch with fans going off, and it is just absolutely wall to wall. You can see there are fans as far as the eye can see down on Occidental Square.
All right, I think that we just lost some of Jeremy's signal. With all of these people, it's a little bit hard with technology every once in a while. So if all of this, though, does have you wanting to join us, I want to take a look at our traffic map and give you an idea of what you're facing if you're going to try to head into the city. Several areas are closed off, and they are going to stay that way the rest of today into the evening. Areas immediately around the stadium are for pedestrians only, and that lasts until 2 hours after the game. It's already started now. So from now until around 9 p.m. or so, and in fact, some areas are even shut down until 11 o'clock tonight. If you do need to get downtown, you need to be prepared for extreme backups, lots of detours, and little to no parking. Your best bet would be to use public transit. So, Stephen Kelly, it's a party here at the waterfront. It's a gorgeous day. We're getting ready for an exciting, historic match. Couldn't ask for any more.
All right, don't party too hard, Molly. Joining all those folks, we still got more than an hour to go ahead of game time. What a sight. All right, still ahead on KOMO News at 3:30, a house party sends several teens to the hospital with gunshot wounds. What police say happened the moment they pulled up to the scene.
Plus, a wildfire turns deadly. The evacuation is now in place as thousands of acres continue to burn.
Developing this afternoon, Seattle police investigating after 4 people were shot at a house party in the Georgetown neighborhood this morning. The shooting happened at a home in the 6000 block of Swift Avenue South at around 1:15 this morning. When officers arrived, they found many people fleeing the area and others helping victims. Police say they found 3 people at the home injured by gunfire. A 4th victim was taken to a nearby hospital by friends. The victims ranged in age from 18 to 16 years old. Police say they are now reviewing surveillance video to find out what led up to the shooting.
In Douglas County, the Chelan Hills wildfire is now confirmed as fatal. The sheriff's office says they found the human remains of a missing resident in their car yesterday afternoon. More than 100 structures have also been lost in this fire. The flames initially surged to 20,000 acres just after midnight on Saturday. Firefighters were able to cut that back to 10,000 yesterday, but the danger is far from over. Level 3 Go Now evacuations remain in effect for residents in the McNeil Canyon Road area. Evacuees are currently sheltering at Chelan Elementary School across the Columbia River and up the hill. The final FIFA World Cup match in Seattle just over an hour away. We're going to check in with our KOMO crews live downtown for a glimpse of all the fun right after the break.
We're going to give it everything we got, and we believe that we can win this thing. So
Nothing but optimism from Kristen Pulisic ahead of today's FIFA match, widely regarded as one of the greatest players in U.S. men's soccer history. He tells KOMO, if there is one thing we do best as Americans, it is believe. And there's a whole lot of believing going on today.
Absolutely. I mean, the city is buzzing, especially along the waterfront. KOMO's Molly Shin joins us live over at Pier 62. Molly, I know there are a lot of people there, but have you had a chance to chat with any of the fans that are there?
I have. We've actually really cranked up the volume here, too, at this party. Just getting it really hyped up before the game begins. I actually have a fan from Olympia here with me. This is Dallas. Dallas, we just heard somebody saying that if there's something Americans know how to do, it is believe. And I just want to hear how you're feeling going into this game tonight.
Oh, we got this. Come on. This is Soccer City, USA. All of Washington is out here. Team USA all the way, baby. There's no chance Belgium has anything on us.
I love that optimism and that enthusiasm. Have you always been a soccer fan, or is it more just this frenzy around the World Cup right now?
Hey, it's the World Cup. We all love Team USA, and we're all so excited to be here. Everyone loves soccer today.
Did you try to get into the stadium at all? Thank you very much for catching my laptop from falling. Did you try to get into the stadium?
At $2,000, I couldn't do it. My wife would have killed me.
How was it getting in here? Because this also is free, but you needed to be registered.
Yeah, we were able to walk right up and get a ticket in here. It's so great. The atmosphere is off the charts. We couldn't be more excited to watch the game right here.
I love it. Okay, have you watched any other games here at the waterfront, or is this your first?
No, not at the waterfront. All at home before this, so we're ready.
All right, give me your final word for tonight.
Oh, come on. Let's go, Team USA. Just believe. I think 2-1, Team USA. We put this away.
2-1. I love it. Dallas, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate being able to talk to you.
Let's go, Team USA!
Dallas Dallas is here with a few of his friends. They just took Lime scooters down here to the waterfront and joined this huge party. It is not too late if you want to try to do the same. Very festive, beautiful weather, and we're ready for a big match to come. Stephen Kelly.
And his marriage is intact by watching it for free down at the waterfront. I love it. Molly, thank you.
Let's take a live look outside now at the Seattle skyline on a gorgeous soccer day. A lot of people heading outside for today's big match. I don't know about you guys. I'm a little jealous that we're in this building right now.
Yeah, it's gorgeous out there. You know, when everybody was pouring into town for the first World Cup matches, and you could see all of the buzz on social media, people saying, you guys get to live here? This is outstanding, and especially down by the waterfront. We clouded up for, you know, matches 3 and 4, but we're right back into the sunshine here for 5 and now 6. Here is a wonderful World Cup weather day in store for everybody there downtown celebrating. You can see that everybody is downtown celebrating. Maybe we're the only 3 left here in the office. It looks like a beautiful day out there to be walking around. There's Miners Landing and lots of fans out there marching to that waterfront soccer viewing center. Well, we've got sunshine back in the city. The World Cup is just perfection here in downtown. It will be comfortable as the week goes on and we head a little bit deeper into the month of July. Again, a look down at the pitch, which is definitely a little brighter and warmer than it was for the previous couple of matches. We're back to the low 80s now around downtown Seattle, and winds are still mainly westerly, mainly an onshore flow, but we still have some issues with air quality, partly a little bit of wildfire smoke, and then mostly some of the lingering fireworks smoke that was just lingering in the atmosphere over the last 48 hours. We also do have some scattered showers and thunderstorms to watch. Those are meandering through parts of eastern Oregon, right past Bend and Pendleton and on their way toward the Dalles. We here at home are looking at beautiful conditions all up and down the I-5 corridor, but a little bit of fog at the ocean beaches. As such, temperatures there are just in the low 60s, including in the Long Beach Peninsula. Look at that warmth, though, in Victoria and in Bellingham, both knocking on the door of 80 degrees with their upper 70s. We're back into the low 80s on the Kitsap Peninsula, 84 out of Centralia, and starting to inch into the 90s right now out of Wenatchee and Omak. So currently, between disturbances, we've got that wet weather to our south hanging out over the Columbia Basin, but overall, it is a beautiful day for some football or soccer here in our downtown Seattle. We are talking about the weather changing a little bit in the days to come and that we get stronger onshore flow. Look at Tuesday, that onshore sea breeze just starting to cool things back down, so we'll knock the temperatures down a little bit. Could even see a couple of stray showers here as we head into the middle of the week. And again, you can see that natural AC blowing strong, keeping our temperatures in check here as we head deeper into July. So overnight tonight, we drop into the 50s, just coming off of those highs in the 80s that we've seen out there today, slowly deflating and slowly seeing some cooler temperatures taking over. And then tomorrow we'll be in that just right perfection zone, back into the mid 70s between Kitsap and King counties, closer to 80 out of the Issaquah Highlands and the Sammamish Plateau, nearly 80 out of Lakewood, and lower 70s around the Everett Marina and back toward Arlington and Darrington. How about the Northwest Interior? Cooler, because you saw those upper 70s we were seeing today in Victoria. Remember, that onshore flow starts to push that over. So we fall back into the 60s as the heat wave rolls over into eastern Washington. 67 out of Victoria, 69 tomorrow in Bellingham Bay, and back into the mid 60s around Sequim and Port Angeles. Breezy enough for some small craft advisories for our boaters near the ocean communities, including Ocean Shores at 60, mid to upper 70s from Olympia to Kelso, and then you get to Vancouver and drop south into the state of Oregon. We'll start seeing 80s as you get closer to Portland. And then east of the Cascades, temperatures on the toasty side, even in Cle Elum, which is our cooler pocket at 86. But look at the upper 90s for a sparkling day on Moses Lake as well, and sizzling out of the Tri-Cities at 103 tomorrow. So there's some real heat to be found east of the Cascade Crest. Not around here, we've got that summer perfection, maybe a couple of passing sprinkles into the middle of the week. But Kelly and Steve, it is perfect on the pitch right now, and it stays perfect weather-wise for the balance of the work week to come.
Not bad. Thanks, Shannon. World Cup fevers peaked in Seattle with Team USA looking to punch their ticket to the quarterfinals. We bring you live reports from Soto just ahead of this historic game. Plus,
fire danger is getting worse as hot, dry, and windy conditions are fueling wildfire growth. The latest on the Chelan Hills fire coming up.
All right, taking one last look down at Pier 62 in downtown Seattle as FIFA fans start securing a spot for today's watch party. On the other side of your screen, taking a look at Jackson Street, the S-Dot camera there showing all those marchers headed toward Seattle Stadium for this do or die match. Kickoff set for 5 p.m. We have several live crews tracking all the excitement for you all around the clock as we get ever closer to kickoff.
Can't wait for that kickoff. On the air and online, we're always here for you.
Head to KOMOnews.com and find us on your favorite social media platforms. KOMO News at 4 is just 90 seconds away.